If you have failed over and over and over again, good. You are ready. Ready for what? To become iconic. This is what most people will never tell you. The seed of greatness starts in loss, repetition, pain. You don't move the world by avoiding failure. You become iconic by surviving it and showing up anyway. And today you showed up. That means this is your survival. This video is for those who are tired, lost, and anxious because nothing is working in their way, but still something in them refuses to give up. I'm not here to give you tips. I'm here to remind you of the truth you have been forgetting. You are not here to be average. You are here to become iconic. Iconic. And to do that, we need to talk about what really makes someone go from anxious and unsure to unstoppable. This is for all those who have failed, fumbled, maybe even been laughed at, but still dream of building something great, something unforgettable. You want to be remembered, respected, chased by opportunities? Then let's begin. One of the biggest misconceptions you have: all those who became iconic were born with greatness pre built and pre decided. You think greatness is innate? No. Starts with chaos, with everything falling apart, with you sitting there staring at the ceiling and wondering, what the hell am I doing with my life? Here's the truth: Michael Jordan, before becoming iconic, got cut from his high school team. Virat Kohli lost his father during a Ranji match and still played the next day. Messi was repeatedly criticized for not winning major tournaments. You don't become iconic by escaping pain. You become iconic by owning it. You have got to learn to act decisively, even in the storm, because life, it's high stakes, my friend. When you fail, you don't just lose money or time, you lose relationships, confidence, self belief. It's brutal, but it's real. In that chaos, most people wait for the confidence to show up, wait for the anxiety to disappear. You have got to stop letting your past dictate or control your future. Confidence comes after the win, not before. You don't need confidence to take action. You need action even when you are shaking. That's where things change. You know the Michael Jordan flu game, right? If not, Google it. Despite a high fever, Jordan scored 38 points in the game 5 of the 1997 NBA Finals, leading the Bulls to a victory of 90 by 88. He didn't win because he felt good. He won because he believed he could. He didn't give himself excuses to rest. Your past failures do not dismiss your future wins. You have no excuse to rest right now and wait for the things to get better. The best time to do something is right now while you're suffering. You know, every iconic person shares one trait. In their tough times, they faced immense emotional pressure and didn't break. Jordan, Messi, Kohli, Kobe, all same. They weren't calm, they weren't composed. They were known to show their anger, their rage. But they learned how to hold that charge and not let it leak. To take action without letting emotions steer them off course. I know after continuous failures, repeatedly, you have built up this self criticizing, self depreciating anger within you. But here's what happens if you channel it right. Remember Virat Kohli's fourth test match in Melbourne? He was accused of bumping into debutant Sam Constas, leading to a verbal exchange. Kohli was fined and received a demerit point. But what did he do after that? He showed back with a powerful inning, helping India win the match, silencing his critics. Greatness isn't about skill, it's about holding emotional heat without losing your character. You have got to feel everything and still create conditions to win. That pressure you feel, that anger, that mental turmoil, it's not your enemy. It's your training ground. It's there for you to show it on field. So don't let that energy eat you up. Channel it right. Here's the most misunderstood part. You believe that to be truly successful, you need to find a job or field that you really love. Wrong. That job doesn't exist. What does exist? Aspects of work that set your soul on fire. That's what you need to get obsessed with. In fact, nobody loves the job, they love parts of it. No lawyer loves the law. Pick anyone. No lawyer loves law. What they love the negotiation, fight, the feeling of securing someone's future. True passion isn't for the field, it is for the fire inside the field. Messi wasn't addicted to football, he was addicted to the flow of the game. Dribbling was him for jazz, unpredictable, instinctive. He loved the precision and timing the game required, and the need to see angle no one sees. He found joy in solving the chaos on the field. He didn't just play the game, that was his thirst. Michael Jordan, he didn't love basketball, he loved domination, the psychological warfare. He didn't show up for the sport, he showed up for the hunt. He once said, I didn't lose the game, I just didn't have enough time. That shows his love for the fire inside the game. Same for Brian Kobe, that Mamba mentality was about obsession with the craft, not the clout. They never chased money or fame, unlike you. They chased the game that satisfied their soul. So find your version of that, because once you do, nothing can stop you. You will show up when it's hard. You will see what others miss. You won't need to outrun competition. You will make them irrelevant. Now, let's get to the part most of you never want to hear. Listen to me carefully. Every loser watches the scoreboard, every winner plays the invisible game. I want you to ask one question to yourself today. What do you think made Nike choose Michael Jordan? Why only him out of so many other players? They weren't looking at the stats. Plenty of players had better field goal percentages or more rebounds at that point in time than him. The difference? They didn't move picture. When you lace up a pair of Jordans, you are not buying a shoe, you are buying an identity. Jordan's identity. And it was defiance. Cut from his high school basketball team, but came back legendary. Obsession, obsession of outworking everyone. Flight, he didn't dunk, he defied gravity. None of that was pre built. None. Which is why the feeling you get from wearing Air Jordans, you don't get it from any other shoe. Jordan's identity came from obsession with the game, not the glory. Your dreams of higher and higher paycheck is the glory, and glory doesn't come without obsession. Obsession is the only thing that pays, and it pays really well. In fact, Jordan made $94 million by playing his game, but over $1.8 billion came from the obsession people bought from Air Jordans. You didn't buy his scoreboard, right? You bought his story. And in the social media world where everyone is fighting for attention, what people want is real truth, your story. Once they buy it, they never leave, despite your losses. despite your wins. Virat Kohli had lost so many matches, right? He fails, you still follow, right? Brands still pay. Why? Because people don't buy outcomes, they don't buy scoreboards, they don't buy your success ratios, they buy identity. Think of Gary Vee, Media's worth $400 million today. People don't buy because he's always right. They buy his obsession with attention. They buy that fire inside him. You want to win long term? Fall in love with the invisible game. Because people always buy the obsession, not the scoreboard. So, yes, even your failure filled journey can win if you own it. Once you're on this path, you are not just reacting to life anymore, you are controlling it. And that's where real journey begins. Why do you love Nike? It's not just the shoes, it's the feeling you get when you wear them, the values the company represents, the identity they let you step into. You don't love Virat Kohli for his stats. You love him for the fire you feel when you say his name. That's a brand. And your identity can be that powerful too. But here's the key, you have to build it in the open, out loud. You can't bind yourself to that room just because you are afraid of people seeing you losing. Because greatness in silence is just potential. But when the world sees it, it becomes power. That power is your personal brand. Most people think branding is about posting content, going viral, picking colors and fonts. No, that's not a brand. That's just simply noise. Iconic branding is ritual, control, storytelling, boundaries. And no, it's not accidental, it's crafted. So stop just posting content. You're never gonna win. Start controlling the story of who you are. That's how legends move. That's how money starts chasing you. That's how clients, collaborators, even competitors start bending their rules for you, just how Nike did. And for a fact, even those big fat corporates do. Because when your identity is iconic, you don't need attention. You need 100 right people to feel your vision and they'll do the rest. Specifically, if you're a business owner struggling to sell your product, you don't need more reach, you need more resonance. If you are not getting the desired role in your job, you don't need another job, you need a greater say. And it begins with having a unique identity. Jordan didn't sell shoes, he sold the feeling of being Jordan. That feeling turned Nike into billions. So, to people and your employers, you need to sell a piece of who you are. People don't want your product or your resume, they want a piece of you. And you can build that with just 100 committed people. That's it. When your identity is clear and bold, you win with the most undefeated strategy of all time, word of mouth. You might not realize, but this one thing has the capacity to make you into $1 million brand. When you become an iconic brand, even if social media dies tomorrow, you won't. Even if jobs vanish, you will still have demand because you then become a symbol. So stop burning money on agencies trying to polish a brand you haven't even discovered. I have made that mistake. Please don't repeat it. Before the marketing comes the mirror. Before the world sees you, you have to see yourself. And when you do, you won't chase opportunities. you'll become one. Before you leave, let me tell you why I'm building this, because it's important for you to know. AI is exploding, economies are shaking, jobs are vanishing, markets are unstable, more people are getting laid off than ever. In this chaos, my mission is simple: to make you future proof, to make you unforgettable. This is for those who have always been ambitious but feel lost, who have failed despite doing everything right, who know they were never meant to play by the system's rules. If you build an iconic identity around who you truly are, there will never be a time the world doesn't want a piece of you. Never. That's when you stop surviving and become iconic. I mean, iconic. And if any of this hit home, if you are in that hungry but confused phase, if you are failing currently and you're not sure of the path, come speak to me directly. Every day, 10 to 11 a.m. IST, I host a live session, Real Talk with NB on Discord, where we talk real, your chaos, your setbacks, the truth no one else gets, but you think I would. Everyone's yelling, post 5 times a day, go viral with this hook. That's part two. Part one is you knowing who you are, what you stand for, what makes you you. Before Jordan signed with Nike, he already was something. He was already legendary. So before opportunities land at your doorstep, you have to be something, someone important. If you are on social media, don't spend your money on marketing agencies until you own your own story. If you are a corporate professional, don't keep dropping resumes randomly, hoping someone someday will see the worth in you. When your identity is rock solid, you won't need to go viral. You won't need followers. You will just need 100 people who believe in you, and you will change the world. I promise that. If you have made it this far, I know one thing: you are done fitting in. You are here to bend the rules just like how I am, or create new ones meant to be broken. You are here to become iconic. So do it. If this resonated with you, like this video because someone else needs to hear this. Subscribe because this is just the beginning. Share with someone you know needs this as much as you did. In part 2 of this video, we will dive into the how you can craft your iconic personal brand that withstands the test of time. Once you find your path and build a brand like that, rock solid, you'll never chase greatness again. The right opportunities will start coming to you. I remember me lying on the floor, career in ruins, heart pounding, wondering if I'll ever make it. Oh God, but I did. And I had the greatest comeback. It's time to make every tear that was spent in anxiety count. Your comeback story starts